there is heartfelt unity, serenity, and such a great love on this island. There is not only communication with nature, with each other, but also joining to something light, to the highest. Summer camp is such a great place, space where like-minded people can meet, or people who are searching this way and who are ready to accept this knowledge. We can say cosmic ones who are ready to change their life for the better, make it pure. The camp itself is in nature, and this place contributes harmonization, unity, heartedness, and information is perceived better. Anyway, this is the space of love and improvement, I'd like to say. So someone would think, how is it possible? It sounds too bright, but it's really so, because in nature, as if the heart opens, yes, and it's just amazing to live and cognize, to work together, to communicate, discuss something. Anyway, it's just great. This is the sun, joy, unity, nature, nature with which surrounds us, human nature, nature which people can't maybe fully realize with their consciousness where we live in cosmos, in space, in the universe of our planetary body, in space of our heart. That this is why the summer camp was made, of course, not just to come and just enjoy nature, just to live here, to set a fire, to live in tents. Many people do this, but first of all, this is the way to the true ourself, the way to nature or path. By the way, one project has been started, the way to nature, and we talk about the way to nature, because the way is associated not with a road we walk alone with our feet, but it is about the way of infinity, of cosmic consciousness, the way of evolution. And today we can say that a person lives not the only one life here on earth, but comes into many incarnations, and of course the awareness of this is being lost with age. Maybe children remember this, but grown-ups forget, and people get busy with, as we joke sometimes, birdhouses, to build a birdhouse and live there. But we know even birds change place of living every year. And also a human changes a place of living in every incarnation, and of course must spend this life in a constant motion of consciousness, not only of body. And this is the motion, evolution, and the summer camp is an opportunity to meet each other on the way of infinity, the cosmic way, meet with our hearts, with loving hearts, to unite and to remember who we are, what we came here for, what we were born for, what we really are, how the world is created, how a human is made, how the nature is made, how we can live in harmony together and interact with each other, how we can influence this nature and the cosmic space of Earth in a good way, how we can help ourselves to help others, because changing ourselves, we change the world for the better, because the aim is not just self-development, improvement, but it is needed to make this world better, because from the consciousness of separation, to which unfortunately the modern society pulls us down, and all planetary consciousness, planetary body returns home to awareness of cosmos, unity, when we understand that we are brothers and sisters here on the planet. Many people have lost this understanding, literally. Consciously and unconsciously, they separated from the divine higher self, and live in ignorance or sleep, as it is said in the East. But it's time to wake up. We can see that the entire world is screaming about this, and we can hear the call. And this is why it's not enough to realize this, but it's also necessary to safeguard the world. But only the Spirit is able to be a safeguard. That's about an enlightenment, awakened true person. And of course, this is path of waking of the path of nature, the way of what we are inside. We have to manifest it, to reveal it from the bottom of our hearts, of our true selves, true consciousness. And this is why our summer camp, we call it the path of nature and the way of evolution, of return to cosmic evolution. Why we say cosmic? Because people often forget about the aim of evolution and measure it by earthly scales. We have to understand that a person is not a body, but spirit, consciousness, cosmic consciousness, who is traveling around the universe if the spirit is high. And a person must return to conscious existence here on earth and get back the right to be called the crown of creation, the highest, the most developed creature on the planetary body, maybe in the solar system, maybe in the whole universe. That means the person who is manifestation of the Creator. There is the very communication and unity which we miss so much in an urban area, in a city lifestyle. Yes, we can meet, of course, and communicate at online seminars, but there is no this face-to-face conversation, and there is no opportunity to talk to another person's soul. It happens only in personal meetings, in a small circle of people, when for several days a company of people unites and tunes into a certain frequency. We all come from different places. There are different vibrations. Some live in a city or in a countryside. Some people are builders, engineers, doctors. But step by step, these vibrations get harmonized, and one biofield is being formed, which contributes to manifestation of the most radiant, the best, the most beautiful in a person. And the summer camp was created for this, first of all.
Ничего на свете лучше нету, чем бродить друзьям по белу свету. Тем, кто дружен, не страшны тревоги, нам любые дороги дороги. Нам любые дороги дороги. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Мы свое призвание не забудем, смех и радость мы приносим людям. Нам дворцов заманчивые своды не заменят никогда свободы. Не заменят никогда свободы. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Наш ковер цветочная поляна, наши стены сосны великаны, наша крыша небо голубое, наше счастье жить такой судьбою, наше счастье жить такой судьбою. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
Hello, tell me where you're from. From Moscow. We came from Moscow. We read that the camp will be organized and the split-second decision was made. We decided to buy tickets and go. I came from another end of our immense motherland, from the Far East, from Komsomolsk-on-Amur. I came from Crimea. I have been living there for so long. Came from Altai region, from the small town not far from Barnaul. Came from Dubna, Moscow region. I was born in Crimea. Now I live in Pushkin. Why did you decide to come to our camp on the Roerich Island? Because I was inspired by a person whose name is Dmitry. I listened to his lections, and that is why I wanted to communicate with him personally. Such a feeling appeared that we have to be there, we have to go. I wanted to come here because I have a longing for spiritual development in studying АгниЙога, and I wanted to find like-minded people, friends with whom I can discuss АгниЙога, share my impressions, my thoughts, with whom it is nice to spend time and discuss different spiritual themes. That was my daughter who told me about this camp. She has been to this camp, and this is why when she suggested me to go, I had already known where I would go, what I would do there, and I have no regrets about this. The camp is great. Something attracted me there. I saw a message, invitation that Dmitry was invited people to the camp, where the seminars are held, like-minded people meet. I have just recently came up to the teaching, and I wanted to find like-minded people, to talk with them, to listen to them. I have recently started to read all this. I read shlokas before, but they were a bit disconnected, but I have never studied extensively before. And I called Dmitry, and he said that I can arrive here, and I came, and of course, I am completely impressed. I'm not for the first time in this camp, and it seems like a place of power. There is a very good nature, very good people come here, and every year, so everything is new. Though every year we come to the same place, but due to different weather, different people, different circumstances, everything is new here. It's real life communication, it's exchange of knowledge, exchange of experience, and everything is pretty intensive, I like to say. And you begin to realize more what is going on in your life and in reality around you. And it's a discovery of yourself and people around you. Even for our safety, such a system was created by higher forces, that our thoughts don't come true at once, otherwise humanity will destroy themselves by wrong images, thoughts, without doing anything. That is why it is the best school of creativity, where events are time-delayed. We call it karma, the cause and effect relationship. We think about something that happens in space, but in the future. Maybe not in the way we think, but a person understands that it's a result of his or her previous actions or thoughts. maybe don't understand but learn, and the purpose of karma is not punishment, but to learn, and the great law of cause and effect relationship is education of thought. Because it learns to work with consequences of particular reasons. We say, what is the most important? Love. And what is love? It is the sun in our chest. When it kindles fierily, it's needed to feel the warmth of the heart. It protects the aura and fills it with light, fire, of course. And this light attracts an enormous number of higher powers. They always come to help. If you see any person, your ray stretches from your heart and purifies him or her, and a person goes and just enjoys life. It can be unconsciously. And there is a bird flying, and the ray also comes to it and fills with light. The bird is happy, says thank you. And a person carries the sun in the chest. Do you understand? What is АгниЙога for you? So АгниЙога, the living ethics for me. And first of all, it is self-improvement, the labor which helps me overcome my imperfect features. I personally call the living ethics a practical guide of Christ, because it is being implemented in every day of life. Helena Ivanovna, with great teachers, could give the teaching of Christ and all teachers in synthesis, which we can perceive due to the living ethics, and it makes me happy. The living ethics is a practical guide to life, how we can change our life, our consciousness, and change our world perception, and of course how we can help evolution, humanity, and work for the good of the whole world and future. The living ethics means very much to me. The living ethics helped me raise children and how to. And now I have opportunity to come here to study the living ethics and plunge into this atmosphere of the living ethics. It is very precious. Thanks a lot. For me, it's humanness, at least. The art to live with heart. I have always thought that we have to live by heart. And here in the living ethics, it is written like this. The living ethics, it is the path of self-discovery, of future, of development of the universe. We live in the period of changes, but all people are different. Some people break down in this period, and for some people it's the opportunity for rapid development, and every day something changes, and old outdated energies go away and new ones come, and during this breakout the old counteract and the new conquer, and mass clashes are happening now all over the world, and it is formation of the human and humanity of future. In the living ethics, it is a synthesis of science, philosophy, religion, ethics, and the basis is being led. What humanity should strive for, it's a lighthouse which we can move towards, and it was given like the gospel 2000 years ago, and the age has changed. The age of Pisces went away and the age of Aquarius came, and this lighthouse is probably given for 2000 years, and due to this lighthouse we can not get lost now. There is an enormous amount of various information from the internet, from the media, and it's difficult to understand it, but we can throw an anchor into the future and move towards it, towards this lighthouse, and find ourselves in this world. and help our nearest and dearest and those whom we can meet. And this teaching is individual for everyone. And first of all, it was given for Russian people because it was given in the Russian language. And every teaching is given in a particular time, in particular language. And it comes when the old worldview gets outdated and something new replaces it. And humanity needs a new impetus to future. And the living ethics is the very impetus, the way to future. And following it, we can bring ourselves, our country, the entire planet to a new stage of ascent. So, the living ethics or Agni-yoga, I can give an answer if I would be asked what is the living ethics or Agni-yoga at all. It is a set of cosmic knowledge, in fact, and the answers to the questions how to live, what to live for, why, and answers to all the questions. And Agni-yoga is like a guide for me. It is a guidebook without which I can't live. And no, of course I can live, but why and what for I can't understand. But with Agni-yoga it is clear. There is a far-off infinite aim. There is my macrocosm and people who also strive for this way, and we move towards this aim together, and Agni-yoga is a guide for me and for everyone, for us and for all people. Agni-yoga, it is a state of true consciousness. If we say that a human is not the body, but the spirit, the cosmic self, and beside physical body, we have fiery bodies which reside in the fiery world, our divine true self, and the little human is made in the image and likeness of God. And this little human is not something separated, but it is the part of this manifestation. But people can afford low qualities, low manifestations, and forget about it. And this is why Agni-yoga is from the word Agni, fire, and as in holy writings, God says, I am the consuming fire, fiery consciousness or a high psychic energy. It can be compared with the sun. And Agni-yoga is translated as a connection. Agni is fire, the highest psychic energy. So it is connection with fire, with God, with so the connection with the cosmic consciousness and how this connection manifests itself. We don't just call to summon, but we manifest it ourselves. As Christ said, love your nearest, your God, like yourself. That means manifest this awareness of Agni, of Creator. It would be a true manifestation of love when we get what we really are, the true manifestation. That is why Agni-yoga is the way back home. Why lost son, we say? Because the lost son forgot his true nature, polluted thoughts, consciousness, closed his heart, and lives like a two-legged animal. But a person differs from an animal, that he or she lives in several worlds, in the physical world, in supermundane worlds, in subtle worlds, in the fiery worlds, and of course, this life must be consciousness. As great teachers showed us, Christ, Buddha, Krishna, and other saints, they manifest true themselves here on earth. There are not people whom we must just worship, but it's definitely way of becoming of every single person, the way for the evolution, becoming consciousness of Christ, Buddha, consciousness of people, true consciousness which reside in the fiery cosmic world and can affirm here on earth. May it be good for the world. We send love to all friends, to all our sisters and brothers, to all the cosmic evolution, to all the planets, to all the world, to the entire solar system, to the universe, to the subtle fiery worlds, to all people, to loving hearts. Aum. What would you wish to this world? May the world be happy, beautiful, joyful, and I wish everyone finds his or her place in life. All people are individual, and it's very important to find your own place in this world. Everyone has a talent, but you have to find it and reveal it, and it's needed environment and conditions for it. We need art, science, education. And if people only spend their power, time, and energy on this to find themselves the most important in your inner world and maximize internal potential, it would certainly be a breakthrough. To this world, I'd like to wish, first of all, love, kindness, peace. I wish all nations would be united, not for nothing in the living ethics it is said about unity, peace, cooperation between nations and people, about admissibility of any wars, about unity of people for evolution, to help this world and to become an entire world family. To the whole world, I'd like culture to win. Strict borders, not strict borders to be erased. And I wish us to enter into a new race, an updated humanity with heart, with mutual understanding, love, culture. And culture will give us, will give all this. In culture, we have salvation. I'd like everything to be well, at least. And you? I'd like that people were attentive to each other and didn't pass by. I'd like to wish development, not to be frightened by difficulties in overcoming some negative qualities, not to be frightened by manifestation of these negative qualities, because sometimes it happens by recognizing them in themselves. And I wish they could fight and overcome. And for the entire world, I'd like to wish awakening of spirit. May it be good for the world. These are perhaps the most important words. I'd like people develop and were braver in their kind actions, because all of us are sometimes afraid to do good things. What will others think or say? You have never think about this. If you want to do this as your heart wishes, act like this. Love, joy, love, and never give up. And always move towards the light. Help is always on your way, and so is support. And here on this island, it's an island of wish fulfillment, because what you think about, it can come true almost in a blink of an eye. And when you see it, when you understand how nature lives, how it works, when you blend with nature, and it's worth it. And I'd like to wish everyone unity with nature. May it be good for the world, of course. And more specifically, awaken. Because some people are not bad, but good. Many of them are just sleepy, and even a bad person often forgets who he or she is and lives according his or her own rules, which do not correspond to cosmic divine rules. If he or she woke up, it would be possible to change life, and I wish to wake up for infinity of the universe, with God in the soul, with love and warmth inside the heart. We know that every wish and thought comes true. We don't just wish because difference of awareness of every single world changes, but we direct the thought of assistance, and a person watching current events often condemns or thinks how it could have been otherwise, but yogi or a person in spirit creates with a thought, and it makes it different from the wish, but its direction of consciousness on the way of cosmic evolution. We can direct it with our thought, human consciousness. That is why our wish is a vector to the sun, to our true divine self, and it's not just a wish for everyone, as it is said by word or by thought, but also by your own creation and striving. And I say it again, the wishes of a yogi are strivings, and in relation to other people, we show this way by our own example.
Солнцем следом, хоть этот путь неведом, иди, мой друг, всегда иди дорогою добра, иди за солнцем следом, хоть этот путь неведом, иди, мой друг, всегда иди дорогою добра. Забудь свои заботы, падения и взлеты, хнычь, когда судьба себя ведет не как сестра. Но если с другом худо, не уповай на чудо, спеши к нему, всегда иди дорогою добра. Но если с другом худо, не уповай на чудо, спеши к нему, всегда иди дорогою добра.
I am living with a light heart, but with little sadness, and I have to live, but I got a great deal of power, light, joy on this island. And while I was swimming in the lake, and while I was sitting on my place, while I was reading, communicating with nature, I realized that I have found a heart here, the heart of nature, of earth, the heart of all people who are here, maybe who are with us in spirit. There is a heartfelt unity, serenity, and such great love here on this island. Ladoga seems to be the lake of love, the lake of hope, of balance. Everything you want, you can find here on this lake, on this rock, and people who are here it's just incredible. We are waiting for you in our summer camp on the Roerich Island. Next meeting maybe will be in Altai. We will tell you about this. We are waiting for those who are searching answers to simple questions. Who I am, what I was born for. We are waiting for those who want to help this world to change and help change the humanity. We are waiting for those whose hearts love, which are not indifferent to what is going on in the world now. We are waiting for kind, loving hearts who want to work for the cosmic evolution here on the planet. Those who want to elevate and change your life for the better and live not like a two-legged animal, because people often manifest themselves like this, but to strive like true consciousness, true cosmic consciousness of Creator, and of course someone who wants to become a human. As it is said before, to become God, you need to become a human. And who wants to become a human with a capital letter, what he or she really is. And to help the entire humanity.
Ты прочь гони